regret it at all. Removing Saddam Hussein made the world a safer place. And I told the guy, I said, what could you do over? First of all, you don't get to do things over in my line of work. But I could have used better rhetoric to indicate that, one, we tried exhausted diplomacy in Iraq. Two, that I don't like war. But no, the decision to remove Saddam Hussein was the right decision. America's lucky to have men and women who volunteer to serve our country in the face of beings. I met with some sheikhs, local sheikhs, who made a determination that the Al-Qaeda vision is something they didn't want to live under. They do want to live in freedom, and therefore they and their people turned against Al-Qaeda, which has helped change the landscape here in Anbar. Now that Anbar is getting better, they expect there to be response from the central government. I told them that the government has distributed $107 million to Anbar province, which then caused them to look at their governor. but it just reminded me how the political systems work. But it was a really interesting visit, and I'm glad I came to see these men. I want it to be said about George W. Bush that when he finished his presidency, he looked in the mirror at a man who did not compromise his core principles for the sake of politics, or the Gallup poll, or the latest, whatever. And you can't lead in this world if you're chasing something as temporary as a popularity poll. I am really appreciative of the relationship I have with Gordon Brown, and particularly on this issue. I mean, the worst thing allies can do is not communicate about our plans and our desires. We all want to take troops out of Iraq, and we are. You're right, put more in for the surge. He, by the way, left a lot of troops in, more so than they thought they were going to leave in initially. And so we communicate now, and if there's success, we're going to pull troops out. And I have absolutely no problem with how Gordon Brown is managing the Iraqi effort.